What if I told you that you don't need a teacher, a class, or even a native speaker to become fluent in English? Most people wait for the right partner, the right time, the right method, and that's why they never start. The truth is, fluency begins when you stop waiting for help and start training yourself. In this lesson, you'll learn exactly how to master English, completely on your own. Fluency doesn't begin with grammar. It begins with belief. You can memorize thousands of words, follow study plans perfectly, and still struggle to speak, not because you're bad at English, but because your mind doesn't believe you're a speaker yet. Most learners obsess over schedules. How many hours should I study? How many words should I learn today? But they forget one truth. Your mouth can only say what your mind allows it to say. If you think you're not ready, your voice will stay silent. That's why the first step to mastering English alone is to rebuild your identity. Stop calling yourself a student. Start saying, I am an English speaker. Because when your identity changes, your actions follow. A student studies English. A speaker uses English. A student waits to be ready. A speaker speaks, even when unsure. This is where the no-zero English rule comes in, one of the most powerful habits you can build. It means, never let a single day pass without using English. Even if you're tired, even if you're busy, even if it's just one sentence, do something in English. Say it. Write it. Think it. That single action keeps your brain connected to the language and destroys the fear of starting again. Here's the secret. Fluency is not built in hours, it's built in moments. 5 minutes of real speaking practice every day beats 2 hours once a week. One short paragraph written daily teaches you more than a long essay you never finish. And when you make mistakes, celebrate them. Every mistake means your brain is learning, your mouth is moving, your identity is expanding. Each wrong sentence is a push-up for your fluency muscles. So instead of saying, I need motivation, tell yourself, I need identity. Motivation comes and goes. Identity stays. Once you see yourself as a speaker, English stops being a subject. It becomes a part of who you are. Fluency is not about studying harder. It's about thinking differently. Because when you build the right mindset, the right habits naturally follow, and your voice finally becomes free. You don't need a partner to practice speaking English. You already have the perfect one, yourself. Most learners wait for someone to talk to, but the truth is, the most powerful speaking practice happens when no one is watching. Talking to yourself is not strange, it's smart. It removes fear, builds confidence, and turns thinking into speaking. When you talk to yourself in English, you are training your brain and mouth to work together. You stop translating. You start responding naturally. You become your own conversation partner, always available, always patient. Here's a simple but powerful daily method, the 4W self-talk routine. 1. What are you doing? Describe your current actions aloud. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm preparing breakfast. I'm opening the window. This helps your brain connect English with real-life movement. Every simple sentence builds automatic fluency. 2. What are you thinking? Express your emotions or thoughts. I'm feeling lazy today. I'm a bit nervous about work. I'm happy because I finished my task. This step connects English with your feelings, the foundation of natural communication. 3. What do you see? Describe your surroundings. There's a dog running across the street. The sky looks cloudy but peaceful. This sharpens your vocabulary through observation. You begin to see the world in English. For what will you do next? Speak your plans out loud. Now, I'll wash the dishes. After that, I'll study for 30 minutes. Planning in English makes your brain operate in the language. It becomes your inner voice. Next, try the mirror technique. Each night, stand in front of the mirror, look directly into your eyes, and speak about your day. Ask yourself, how was your day? What made you smile? What did you learn today? This exercise builds emotional confidence. You see your own expression, hear your own voice, and get used to being seen and heard in English. At first, it may feel awkward. But within a week, your mouth will move faster, your confidence will grow, and you'll realize something powerful. You don't need a perfect conversation partner to speak English fluently. You just need you. Talking to yourself isn't a sign of madness. It's a sign of mastery. Fluency is not about knowing everything. It's about repeating something, again and again, until it becomes part of you. Most learners think they need to keep collecting new words, new phrases, new grammar patterns. But the truth is, the brain doesn't work that way. You don't need more information, you need automation. And the only bridge between knowledge and fluency is repetition. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't wake up every day and think about how to do it. Your hands just move automatically. That's exactly how English should feel. Your mouth should move naturally, without pausing to think about every rule. To achieve that, you need what I call the fluency repetition system. It's simple, powerful, and anyone can do it, anywhere. Step 1. Choose one useful sentence. Don't start with complex grammar or long phrases. Pick a short, real-life sentence that you actually use. For example, I don't know what to say. I'm not sure about that. Let's find out. I'll try again tomorrow. These are survival sentences. Simple, flexible, and natural. They exist in every conversation. Step 2. Repeat it 50 times. Yes, 50 times. Out loud. Not to torture yourself, but to train your mouth muscles and memory pathways. Change your tone, speed, and emotion each time. Say it happy. I don't know what to say. Say it confused. I don't know what to say. Say it fast, slow, loud, quiet. Feel the rhythm. Every repetition sends a message to your brain. This pattern matters. Keep it. After 50 rounds, your mouth begins to say it naturally, without effort. Step 3. Use it in real life or self-talk. Don't just repeat it like a robot. Use it as you think. Use it as you speak to yourself. For example, you're watching a video and don't understand something. Say it, I don't know what to say. You're reading a difficult text. Whisper, I'll try again tomorrow. That's how fluency grows, when the words in your mind start to come out in real moments. Step 4. Rotate sentences weekly. Each week, pick 3 to 5 new sentences. Keep repeating the old ones while adding the new ones. You're not memorizing, you're programming your speech. In a month, you'll have 20 to 25 fluent sentences that come out instantly. In 6 months, you'll have hundreds. That's how natural speakers build their reflexes, through thousands of tiny repetitions. Step 5. Review with emotion. Once a week, go back and say all your sentences with feeling. Turn them into a short speech or story. Example. I don't know what to say, but I'll try again tomorrow. I'm not sure about that, but let's find out. By combining sentences, you're creating flow and confidence, 2 of the strongest signs of fluency. Why it works. Repetition creates muscle memory. Your mouth and tongue learn the movements. It also builds neural pathways. Your brain begins to find and produce words faster. And most importantly, it replaces fear with familiarity. When you've said something 50 times, you're no longer afraid of saying it wrong, because it's already part of you. The hidden benefit. Confidence. Every repetition builds not just fluency, but trust in your own voice. You start to realize that you don't need to wait for the perfect time or partner. You can train anywhere, walking, cooking, showering, or staring out the window. The more you repeat, the more you believe in your ability to speak naturally. And that belief, not vocabulary, not grammar, is what unlocks fluency. The final reminder. Fluency isn't about learning 10,000 words. It's about mastering 100 sentences, deeply, emotionally, automatically. When your mouth can say them without hesitation, your confidence explodes. So, stop worrying about being perfect. Start repeating until English becomes effortless. Because repetition isn't boring, it's the rhythm of mastery. Fluency is not built by learning more. It's built by repeating better. The 3X method, listen, imitate, speak, is one of the most powerful techniques for mastering English alone. You don't need a partner, a teacher, or a perfect accent. You only need your ears, your mouth, and 5 to 10 minutes of focused practice, 3 times a day. This method works because it trains your brain, your mouth, and your emotions together. It transforms passive learning into active speaking. It rewires your brain to think in English sound patterns instead of translating from your native language. Step 1. Listen with full focus. Choose one short clip, 10 to 15 seconds, from a native speaker. It could be a line from a movie, a short YouTube video, or a podcast. But here's the key: don't use subtitles. Your goal isn't to understand every word. Your goal is to feel the rhythm, the emotion, and the music of the sentence. English isn't just a language, it's sound energy. Each voice carries melody, pace, and emotion. When you listen, focus on the music behind the meaning, where the speaker pauses, how their tone rises and falls, where their energy changes. Close your eyes if you need to. Let the sound sink into your subconscious. Ask yourself, where does the voice get louder or softer? How does it feel when they speak, relaxed, confident, emotional? You're not just training your ears. You're training your nervous system to feel English the way native speakers do. Step 2. Imitate exactly, shadowing. Now, it's time to shadow. That means speaking at the exact same time as the native speaker, copying tone, emotion, and rhythm. You might stumble at first. You might sound strange. That's okay. The goal isn't perfection, it's alignment. Mimic every sound, pause, and breath. Try to match their rhythm, their musical flow. If they sound confident, copy that confidence. If they sound angry, copy that anger. If they sound curious, imitate that curiosity. When you do this, you're building muscle memory in your mouth and emotional memory in your brain. You're not just copying sounds, you're copying state of mind. Repeat this step 3 to 5 times. Each round, you'll sound a little more natural. You'll start to notice your pronunciation, intonation, and even confidence improving. Remember, English fluency isn't just about the words. It's about how you say them. Step 3. Speak without the clip. Now, turn off the audio. Take a deep breath and say the same line from memory. This is where you move from imitation to ownership. You might forget a few words. That's fine. The point is to make the sentence yours. Speak it naturally, like you're talking to someone. Use your own energy and emotion. If you forget, play the clip again. Listen, imitate, and speak once more. Each time you do this, your brain becomes faster at recalling English sounds automatically. Your mouth learns to move in English patterns. You're not just learning, you're rewiring. This is how children learn: listen, imitate, speak. No translation. No grammar focus. Just rhythm, emotion, and repetition. Bonus step: record and compare. This step separates casual learners from serious speakers. Record your version of the sentence and listen back. Then, compare it with the original clip. Ask yourself, does my rhythm match? Is my energy the same? Am I clear, or do I sound forced? You'll start hearing small differences, and each difference is an opportunity to improve. The more you record, the more aware you become of your real voice. And awareness is the foundation of mastery. Why it works. The 3X method works because it activates 3 systems at once. Your ears, to absorb natural pronunciation and rhythm. Your mouth, to develop muscle memory. Your brain, to link emotion, sound, and meaning instantly. It transforms English from a subject you study into a language you feel. Pro tip for solo learners. Do this 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening, for just 5 minutes each. That's only 15 minutes a day. But within 1 month, you'll notice your speech becoming more fluid, your confidence rising, and your English starting to flow naturally. You'll begin to think in English because your brain will be trained to recognize and reproduce sound patterns automatically. Final thought. Fluency doesn't come from learning more rules, it comes from learning how to sound alive in English. Don't just study English. Listen to it, imitate it, and speak it until it becomes your second nature. Because the moment your voice moves with rhythm, your mind begins to believe. I don't just learn English. I live it. Fluency doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being brave enough to speak when you aren't. Too many learners wait for the right time, the right word, or the right sentence. But that time never comes. The truth is simple. You don't become fluent by thinking, you become fluent by speaking. Even if it's broken. Even if it's ugly. The power of imperfection. When you speak ugly, you train your brain to focus on communication, not correctness. English is not a math problem. It's a conversation. Real fluency is about connection, not perfection. Think about it. If you say, I want go store, everyone still understands you. But if you stay silent because you're afraid of mistakes, no one understands you. Silence is the real mistake. Fluent people didn't start fluent. They started messy, loud, and unpolished. The only difference is that they kept speaking, while others kept waiting. So, speak ugly, on purpose. How to practice speaking ugly. Simplify everything. Don't overthink grammar. Say it in the easiest way possible. Instead of, I would like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind, say, I want to ask you something, okay? Both work. One is perfect English, the other is real communication. Speak first, fix later. Your goal isn't to avoid mistakes, it's to create them. Every mistake teaches your mouth how to move, your brain how to recall, and your heart how to stay confident. Correction can come later, after fluency is born. Use emotional energy. When you speak with emotion, excitement, frustration, curiosity, people listen, even if your grammar isn't perfect. Language is more about energy than accuracy. Let your passion speak louder than your fear. Turn fear into training. Every time you feel nervous before speaking, see it as a workout. That tension in your chest? That's your language muscle growing stronger. Learn from children. Children don't study grammar charts. They say things like, I go to park, or, he doed that. And no one laughs, because everyone knows it's part of learning. Adults forget this truth. We think mistakes mean failure, but they actually mean progress. If a child can master a language by making thousands of mistakes, why can't you? The mindset shift. Every time you speak imperfect English, you are rewiring your brain. You're teaching yourself courage, rhythm, and reflex. You're giving your voice permission to exist, even before it's perfect. Perfection is the final step of fluency, not the first. The final truth. Confidence doesn't come from knowing every rule. It comes from giving yourself permission to try, to fail, to learn, and to grow. So don't whisper your broken English. Say it proudly. Laugh at your mistakes. Keep talking. Because fluency isn't built in silence, it's built in the noise of imperfection. Quote to remember. Confidence doesn't come from perfection. It comes from permission to try, to fail, and to grow. Fluency doesn't require hours, it requires intensity and consistency. 10 focused minutes every morning can change how your brain and mouth connect. Think of it as your fluency gym, a short daily ritual where you wake up your English voice before the world wakes up. The Morning Fluency Zone, 10 minutes daily. This is your personal practice zone. No teachers, no judgment, just you and your voice. Minutes 1 to 3. Speak out loud about your day. Stand up, breathe deeply, and describe your plan for the day in English. Example. Today I'll go to work, finish my project, and meet my friend for dinner. Don't whisper. Project your voice. Feel your confidence rising with every word. Minutes 4 to 6. Shadow 1 native clip. Choose a 10 to 15 second clip from YouTube, a podcast, or a movie. Listen carefully, then imitate it. Copy the rhythm, tone, and emotion, not just the words. This is real-world fluency training, your ear, mouth, and brain working together. Minutes 7 to 8. Write a short English journal. Grab a notebook. Write 2 or 3 sentences about your feelings or reflections. Example: I felt lazy yesterday, but today I want to do better. Writing solidifies what speaking activates. It makes your thoughts visible. Minutes 9 to 10. Speak affirmations aloud. End with energy. Look in the mirror and say, I'm becoming fluent. Mistakes don't stop me, they train me. I speak with courage and confidence. These statements reprogram your subconscious. The more you say them, the more your mind believes them. Jake, or any self-taught speaker, will tell you, your first audience is yourself. If you can convince your own mind, you can convince the world. Daily mouth training. Strengthen your speaking muscles. English is not just a language, it's a physical skill. Your tongue, lips, and jaw need training, just like your muscles at the gym. 1 minute. Warm up. Stretch your lips, move your jaw in circles, roll your tongue. Think of it as yoga for your mouth. 2 minutes. Difficult sounds practice. Focus on problem sounds, th, r, v, and w. Say, 3 red roses. Very well. This weather is weird. Exaggerate the sounds. This builds precision and clarity. 3 minutes. Speed drills. Take short sentences and repeat them at 3 speeds: slow, normal, fast. Example: I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. This builds rhythm and reaction speed. 2 minutes. Speak with emotion. Say 1 line in different emotional tones: happy, angry, excited, tired. Language is energy. The more emotion you use, the more natural you sound. Final message. Fluency isn't built by intelligence. It's built by consistency. 5 perfect minutes every day beat 5 hours once a week. Speak daily. Act daily. Believe daily. Because mastery doesn't start when someone teaches you. It starts when you decide to teach yourself. Every word you speak in private builds the confidence you'll show in public. Your English voice is waiting. Train it. Strengthen it. And let the world hear it.